Good day to you. This is your teacher of civics, Mr. Mlenga. So I'm going to run you through civics grade 9, and these are some of the key topics that we're going to look at. We'll look at economic development, specifically money. We'll also look at the budget. Then we'll look at trade, governance, corruption, conflict resolution. We'll also look at our last topic, that will be regional and international organizations. So we're going to start with the first topic, which is economic development, money. Now, under this topic, we're going to look at, achieving some of the objectives highlighted here. So our first objective to achieve will be to explain the concept of money. So at the end of this topic, at the end of the economic development topic, I would expect you to explain the concept of money, describe the characteristics of money, outline the functions of money, explain the law of supply and demand, describe money laundering activities, and identify the stages of money laundering. So those are the key objectives that we're going to achieve on the economic development topic. Now, I would also expect you to state the effects or dangers of money laundering as the last objective. Now, let's get straight into the concept of money. Now, when you look at money, first of all, I'll ask you a question. How much money do you have today? Is it a coin? Is it 1,000? If you have anything, how do you plan to use the money? So these are questions we ask regarding money. Now, money is a medium of exchange in the form of notes and coins. This is a medium of exchange, and money exists in two forms, that is, notes and coins. Here is an example of coins. There you go. So this is a form in which money exists, coins. Then we have notes. These are notes. So money exists in two forms, that is, notes and coins. Now, money is something that has existed with the human, society for quite a long time. So let me just give you a brief history of money. When we look at money, before it started to exist or before the invention of money, people used to exchange one item for another item. Meaning that there was no use of money in any way. So this system of exchanging one item for another item without the use of money is called barter system. So in the past, there were no notes, there were no coins, they just used to exchange one good for another good, or one service for another service. So here is an example of a market where there is no money involved, but there is only an exchange of one good for another good. You give me what you have, you get what you don't have. This is the barter system. Now, you discover that almost any item can function as money as long as the community agrees to use it. So you discover that different communities use, or in the past especially, could use different items as long as the society agrees to say this is okay and it can be acceptable. For example, in the past, Japan used to use rice as money. or a medium of exchange. The Greeks paid slaves with salt. They would give, you know, they would give the slave owners salt, and they would get slaves in return. In Papua New Guinea, dogs' teeth were used as money. So you discover that different, you know, different materials or different things can be used as a medium of exchange depending on what society agrees to be okay with them. Now, what are the types of money used in other countries? Now, different countries use different types of money. Now, the type of money used in a certain country is what we call a currency. So different countries have different currencies. For example, in the United States, they use the US dollar, the United States dollar. If you go to Malawi, they use Malawan kwacha. Malawan kwacha. So you discover that different countries use different types of money, and the type of money that a certain country uses is what we call currency. Now, let's get straight into the functions of money. Now, we all know that money is a very, very important, aspect that the human society cannot do without. So money is very important. Now, what are some of those functions of money? Number one, money is a medium of exchange. This implies that money is used to pay for goods and services. Without money, you cannot be able to get the goods and services. The other function of money is a store of value. So this simply means that when we say money is a store of value, it simply means that people can keep their wealth in form of money. Money is also a measure of value. Now, when we say money is a measure of value, we simply mean we're able to determine the value of goods and services by the price we pay for it. So this implies that if you pay more for a good or a service, it means it is more valuable. That's what we mean here. The other function of money is it is a means of deferred payment. Now, when we say it is a means of, deferred payment, we are basically talking about money being used to defer payments on a later date. Now, here we go. When you look at the medium of exchange, as you are able to see, you're buying medicine here, and for you to get the medicine as a medium of exchange, you have to pay money. You have to give them the coins, or you have to give someone selling medicine the notes. When we say measure of value, as you are able to see here on this picture here, you're able to determine the value of something or the value of goods. When we say store of value, we simply mean you're able to keep money in form of, wealth. So wealth can be kept in form of money, in short. That is what we mean when we say store of value. What you are saving. When we say standard of deferred payment, it is able to show us proof that indeed you've made a payment. So basically, those are the key functions of money. Now, what are the characteristics of money? The first characteristic of money is that it is portable. Portability, meaning that it is easy to carry. It should come in conveniently divisible units such as in the form of coins or notes. So when we say it is portable or portability, we simply mean it is easy to carry. The other characteristic of money is durability. Money may be able to stand the wear or tear of many people using it. What this simply means, in other words, is that money can be kept for quite a long time without wearing out. Divisibility. It must be possible to be divided into smaller units. So what this simply means is that when you have 100 kwacha, for example, you are able to divide it in smaller units like 10 kwachas, 20 kwachas, or 1 kwachas. So money should be divisible. Acceptability. When we say acceptability, we mean money must be widely accepted as a means of exchange. You cannot go to one shop to buy using money, they refuse, then the other shop they accept. That is unacceptable. Money should be acceptable, meaning that it should be widely acceptable almost everywhere within that area where it has been, you know, officially allowed to be used as a medium of exchange. Money is also in limited supply. Now, when we say limited supply, we mean scarcity. So money is scarce, meaning that it is very, very difficult to find. Money must be fairly scarce and hard for people to obtain. That's why not so many people have money always. Do you have the money right now? Okay. Now, let me add another characteristic, which is uniformity. Now, the appearance of money must be uniform. Now, when we say uniformity, we also mean non-counterfeitability. Non-counterfeitability. Now, I'll explain the meaning of the word counterfeitability. Now, the money of a currency must look the same so that users recognize each unit's value. This allows money to be counted accurately. Now, when we say counterfeiting, this is duplicating of money on a photocopier or print it on an ordinary printer. To avoid counterfeiting, the government of Zambia uses security features on banknotes such as watermarks and security threads. Now, this is very, very important. I've seen past paper questions asking about some of the security features that, the Bank of Zambia uses in order to avoid counterfeiting of money. Now, here are the characteristics in form of, a quicker summary. Durability must be able to stand a test of time. Portability must be easy to carry. Divisibility must be easy rather to be divided into smaller units. Uniformity, money must be able to be acceptable everywhere within that area where it has been allowed to work, and money should also be in limited supply, meaning that it should be very, very hard to find, and money should also be acceptable. Now, let me, in the interest of time, take you quickly into exam past paper questions based on what we've quickly looked at. Now, here is the first question. This is an extract from the 2016 paper 1. When we say the function of money, which allows a customer to get an item from a shop and pay for it later, is known as, is it A, measure of value? Is it B, medium of exchange? Is it C, means of fiat payment? Is it D, store of value? It allows a customer to get an item from a shop and pay for it later. Is known as, so the best possible answer here is B, medium of exchange. You're able to use money to get an item from a shop. Now, study the following specimen of 100 kwacha note used in Zambia and answer question 39. Now, this is a 100 kwacha note. Question 39 says, the watermarks and security threads on the Zambian notes are important for. Now, this is basically what we just from looking at. These watermarks and security threads on the Zambian notes are important for: is it A, decoration of the notes? Is it B, durability of the notes? Is it C, preventing criminals from counterfeiting? Is it D, promoting uniformity of the notes? So the best possible answer here is C, preventing criminals from counterfeiting. So this question is an extract from the 2021 Social Studies Paper 1. Now, another question, question 51, which is an extract from 2018 Social Studies Paper 1. Which of the following qualities of money means that money is difficult to find? Is it divisibility? Is it B, durability? Is it C, portability? Portability? Is it D, scarcity? So the best possible answer here is scarcity. So this is just a few exam questions that I wanted to give you as a way of revising what we're just from looking at. Now, in our next meeting, we're gonna look at some very, very important aspects about money, and we're going to be looking at money laundering. So I want you to take in interest in researching money laundering and the stages involved in money laundering. Thank you so much for your time. Have a lovely day.